Alright, boys, we are here with the first Archive Signature Series break. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to pull it up on my phone, and then we'll get rolling here. Alright, so I have the scrolling list on the side. I know it's probably a little bit hard to see, but I know what else to do with all the teams. It's a scrolling list, has everybody's name with the players next to it. Obviously, we have 2 cases. I just put that second case up there. I'm going to take this one and put it to the side because I'm not just going to have 2 cases of boxes sitting on the stream. We obviously have a case right here. I'll take all of them out. Good luck to everybody in this one. The team list is, well, the player list is on the left. Overhead cameras in the upper right-hand corner. As you guys can see from me taking stuff out of the box, they protect it with a single sheet of paper. I mean, not that it really needs it per se, but take all 20 boxes out of this case. We'll get to compare 2 to see which case is better. That should be interesting as well, getting 2 cases in one video to kind of do a comparison. That's pretty dope in my personal opinion. I do appreciate us finally filling this. I think tomorrow I'm going to go the route. I've seen a lot of people do these as like random teams and whatnot. Try to do another case maybe with a lesser price. And somehow I'm going to figure out how to do a... I'm going to figure out how to do a little bit better stunk protection than what I am doing. But let's get rolling here. Nonetheless, I appreciate y'all. We got Cal Ripken Jr. here, Project 2020. Ben Balder the card. He's our good luck charm around here. Give him a rub on all 20 of the boxes in the first case. We will really introduce him in the second case. Appreciate y'all. If you guys like the scrolling screen over the just list that stays up there in general, I can start to roll out the scrolling screen for every break. I could always put it at the bottom or whatever else. Yeah, that's why I was a little bit late, was I was trying to figure out the scrolling screen. So let's get rolling in here. The first box. Appreciate y'all. Good luck to everybody as already stated. Hopefully we get some major guys in here. Hopefully everyone's having a good night as well. First guy is going to be a guy you associate with one team, but he has a different uniform on, which is why random teams is kind of or pick your team is kind of a crapshoot. When I think of Ted Simmons, I think of him as a Red Sox, but in this, he is in his Braves jersey, 1988, 12 out of 72 on the throwback 1988 card. I believe this is 1988, if I'm not mistaken. As it's not going to tell you, maybe it's 86. I think it's actually tops 86, but 12 out of 72 with the Braves. When I think of Ted Simmons, I think of him as a Red Sox, but he is a Atlanta Brave in that one. Into box number 2. The audio and everything's fine, right? No one's talking, so I just want to make sure. We're going to have the black border Bowman rookie card throwback, Travis Ishikawa, 49 out of 51. And that's going to be from 2006 Bowman on the Travis Ishikawa. Ooh. That's going to Greg Adams on the Ishikawa. He probably signed a lot of stuff. It should have. If it sounds muffled, let me know and I'll try to fix it. It shouldn't sound muffled. Get into box number 3. It's going to be our first 101, and this is going to be Tim Hudson. And that is going to be from a 2002 Stadium Club on the Tim Hudson 101. Not sure who has good old Timmy, part of that big three in the rotation when they had Mark Mulder, Tim Hudson, and Barry Zito at the Athletics. Box number 4. One of my favorite ESPN analysts, John Kruk, for the Phillies, 13 out of 52. That's going to be 1991 Topps. Yeah, Brad, I held it for a while. I figured you would be back by the time it got to you, so I didn't want to leave it at the post office, but I figured at the most it'd be there for maybe a day or two, because I know you were in the other side of the country. Otherwise, I would have got it to you before you left. Next up, we have another 101, and this is Mark Teixeira on the Allen and Ginter from 2008. To say on the mini card. Nice one there. Teixeira was a monster when he was playing. That is an excessively big. Why is that so big, bro? Why did they put it? Why did they put that card in an excessively big one touch? Like what was the point of this? What in the heck? Way to go, Topps. Maybe okay. I was gonna say I don't think so, but okay. I mean, I still think that one would be heavier than the other ones, is what I'm trying to say, and it's actually more valuable because the plastic definitely weighs more than the cards, just in my opinion. I mean, I could be. I haven't tried to weigh boxes to know, but we have a 25 out of 99 Kent Tekulve. 1986 Topps Phillies. Got my man Keith Hernandez, 42 out of 66 for the Mets. 1987 All-Star card. One of the better hitters. There's been, 2 Hall of Famers? Keith Hernandez is in a Hall of Fame, right? I have a 1 of 8 Juan Gonzalez. Probably would be in the Hall of... 1 of 9, my bad. Probably would be in the Hall of Fame if he could have gotten out of his own way and not taken steroids. This is from 2020. Topps on the Wangan. 1 of 9. We can actually switch him out with good old Travis here. Oh, I do not believe so. I'm not sure. There is a lot of this printed, to be honest, so probably not, but I could be wrong on that as well. Speaking of the Big Three, we get a second 101. It's Big Three Oakland on the Mark Mulder. That's going to be a 101 Bowman rookie card, so good old rookie card of Mulder signed. 1999. That's actually a pretty dope card, to be honest. Very good pitcher. Part of that three-headed monster that Oakland had when they were part of Moneyball. And for it to be his rookie card makes it just dope, but... Here we go. Jose Canseco, Topps Stadium Club, Red Sox. I was going to say that. This is the perfect Rob Gervin card right here. I think he has Jose Canseco, if I'm not mistaken. And it's when Canseco played for the Red Sox for, what, like 3 months? I was going to say. Oh. I think Rob has Canseco, if I'm not mistaken. But there's a whole like Canseco fan club, so that one is a easy sell. Here's the Brave himself. I'm surprised Thompson didn't scratch out the good old throwback Braves logo that they had to change due to sensitivity issues. 63 out of 99. And I mean they changed it early on because it was just a little much. 1987 Topps with the old school Braves logo when it was still all red with a little bit of white on the Dale Murphy. 63 out of 99. Not saying the logo's appropriate, just saying that's why they changed it. Oh baby, this is the one. It's the best card in the entire case, no matter what anybody says. We got Topps Finest, which these cards were dope back in the day. 3 of 5, Edgar Martinez. I don't know who got good old Edgar Martinez, but we have 2,000 Edgar Martinez. If anybody, whoever got him, if anybody ever wants to move their Edgar Martinez, says you let me know. I was gonna say because this is my man. I was gonna say by far my favorite player growing up. He's going on the board. Teixeira, you're done with your jumbo case. The Hall of Famer. In my opinion, like he should be the gatekeeper for the Hall of Fame. Like if you're as good as Edgar Martinez, you get in the Hall of Fame. If you're not allowed in. Like that, he should be the bare minimum guy. I was gonna say. Oh, we got Drew Jones. It's a Bowman? Oh, no, we got Andrew Jones, 3 of 3 on the Bowman. I was going to say card number 32, Now and Then. This is from 1999. Believe he'd been in the league for a couple years. I think he was in his third year whenever this card was made. Obviously, Drew Jones' son was the big chase this time around. We get a 3 out of 3, Andrew Jones. Very nice looking card. I believe that was a red. Like I believe this was actually like a parallel back in the day too. I think it was a red parallel because they didn't really have numbered cards back then. So I think this is actually like no, I guess Mulder's card looked like this too. So maybe not. But I don't know why this one was blue and that one was red. Maybe somebody. This is a rookie card, so maybe the red was just based off. It couldn't be based off the team. I'm not sure. I was only like 9 years old when those cards came out, so. Oh, I don't hate Mark Teixeira at all. So one of my PC players, like I personally collect Edgar Martinez and Adrian Beltre. We have Bartolo, the greatest pitcher of all time, Colon, 6 out of 35 for the Angels. On the 2006 Bartolo Colon. Big boy alert. That makes sense. Oh, baby. One of the best signatures in all of baseball. Just a pretty signature, and it's going to be Larry Walker. 3 out of 20 on Topps Finest. And that's going to be 1999 Topps Finest. Larry Walker. Nice auto there. We can replace Juan Gonzalez with Larry. Just him hitting dingers. Another Mariners guy with a cult following. 32 out of 43, Jay Bruner. Had a cannon and hit bombs. I was going to say 1994 would have been. He would be the prototypical right fielder in today's baseball. 32 out of 43. He'd been the guy making the big bucks. Hits bombs. Power outfielder in the corner. One of the first true 3 output guys in baseball. Oh, another Hall of Famer. The 8 out of 21. Scott Rowland from 2010 Topps. So that's a nice autograph as well. Rowland. I think a lot of people remember as a Cardinal and a Philly compared to the Reds, but he did play a little bit at the Reds. A 10 out of 52, Sean Green for the Mets. I'm sure most people put him in a Dodgers jersey. 2008 Sean Green, which is really the big reason why I will not put up a pick your team of this, because it's really hard to tell. Because if I was making a list, I'd be like, well, Sean Green's a Dodger. There's no way his other cards. He has at least 52 other cards in a Mets jersey. Like, it doesn't make sense. I've seen bigger groups do pick your team and then fill pretty quick, but it's hard. Like, how are you supposed to price that out and be honest? Oh, Rob jinxed us. This is actually, it's a dope card, but it is a Cocoa Crisp. 58 out of 65 on the Allen and Ginter 2013. But a nice card of him sliding into third base, Cocoa Crisp. He actually has a nice signature, at least. Let's get into the last box of this first case. Another guy, you would not expect him in this particular jersey. You would think of him as an Angel. But 2010 opening day, 12 out of 19, Garrett Anderson. To me, he's an Angels player. He's not a guy that you expect to be in a Braves uni, but he is. Just saying. Once again, just proving my statement of how ridiculous it is anybody's running pick your team of cases of Signature Series. Get into second case here. I do have some other breaks up. Here we have a pick your team into random team that does have some Archive Signature Series in it, but it is more of a mixer. It has Topps Chrome and Finest. The pick your team has Topps Chrome, Finest, and Tribute. The random, or it doesn't have Finest, it has Tribute. The non-random, the random has Finest, some Topps Chrome. Breaker's Delight, I believe. I think this is Breaker's Delight in both of them, I believe. About to bring Cal back out for some good luck. Hopefully he can bring us a little bit bigger of an autograph. Cal again, give him a nice rub. Good luck. They have not released a checklist yet for Bowman Chrome. Next week is Pristine. And then the week after is going to be the following week's going to be Topps Chrome Cosmic. Bowman Chrome doesn't come out for like another month. We have Steve Garvey, B&B. Boardwalk and Baseball Collector Set. I believe he's on the Padres in this card, as it says right here. 1 of 6 on the Steve Garvey. Another guy that I would think of as a Dodger. I mean, obviously he played for the Padres for a long time too, but no, they've not released a checklist for Bowman Chrome yet. They got to see how it's sold out so they know how much to charge whenever it really comes out. We have another Andrew Jones, 4 out of 12. This is him hitting a Texas Rangers jersey. So say, like I said, you would think Andrew Jones would be an all Braves. 2009, Andrew Jones with the Rangers. We have another Juan Gonzalez for the Rangers. 12 out of 64 with the vicious stash. 1991 tops on the Juan God. I have a Travis Ishikawa, 79 out of 95, Brewers. We're going to have Miguel Tejada, 3 out of 12 in a Stros jersey. Think of him definitely as an athletic, and if not as an athletic, at the very least an Oriole. Not as an Astro. We have Jay Bruner on the 48 out of 58. This is a 1990. Little heavy on the right there. I was going to say, if you try to get it graded. I know we've had the argument about price with it. I think that Panini's not going to have a choice. I was going to say, we have 55 out of 92 for the Mets. I was going to say, I'm not going to argue about Topps Chrome because I thought this year was probably the best Topps Chrome they've had in the last 3 or 4 years. 2014. You can't complain about price if you buy any football or basketball product because Panini's been skyrocketing the price on their boxes forever. You could argue that Topps Chrome was more expensive, but it really wasn't released at that high of a price. Everyone pushed it up because of the National. The price got pushed up like $100 in the secondary market, essentially, because Topps was selling their jumbos for what, like for $330 or something like that. 12 out of 16, Garrett Anderson, and that's in the Angels. Getting a lot of double ups here. There has definitely been a few repeat players. I wouldn't say it's a 6th or 7th repeat player, but there definitely has been some repeat players. We have Ted Simmons on a 66 out of 99. And a Brewers jersey. Definitely don't see him as a Brewer. Coco. I don't think you'll see another Larry Walker. Or you're going to see a Larry Walker. We have a 101 Bowman's Best Larry Walker. And that's going to be 1998 on the Larry Walker. Switch it out with the other Larry Walker. Have Dale Murphy on the 42 out of 88 for the Braves. Fanatics had bought the printing company before they bought Topps. going to have Paul Konerko. That's Paul Konerko, right? Yeah, Paul Konerko. 17 out of 17 on the Bowman Heritage. I'm surprised we actually have duplicate of Larry Walker, because Larry Walker probably signs not as much as some of the other dudes do, because his autograph's still expensive. We have Hiroki Kuroda, 29 out of 39. Interesting where Eric Davis signed, but we have Eric Davis, 21 out of 39. In the Tigers uniform in Topps 1994. Got the 39 out of 44 Keith Hernandez for the Mets. Going to be Topps 1990. This one's actually, the card itself is actually relatively centered for a 1990 card. The edges and corners are jacked, but let's say it might have been better to do a, I guess random teams would have been better, because even if it's duplicates, I don't think any of the guys are in the same team other than guys that played their whole career on the team. We got Mark Mulder, 23 out of 43 for the Cardinals. Have an autograph of CC Sabathia. Let's say. So I know they put the redemptions into the cases so you can't weigh them. That's going to be CC. We got the Baseball Jesus. Jason Worth, 2 out of 40. Well, that's why I said the pick. I knew. So I watch other case breaks. I haven't seen. So I've watched someone break like 3 or 4 cases, and honestly, like these cases that they're so duplicate is actually. I figured in 2 cases we'd have about 3 duplicates. I didn't expect to have probably, I think there's like 6 or 7. I didn't expect that. I mean, 94 out of 99. It's just that some of the guys are going to sign way more than some other guys sign, if that makes sense. We have Julio Franco. Like Travis Ishikawa's autograph is probably $2 to sign compared to like Albert Pujols is going to charge him 80 to $90, whatever it is. And we get another number 101 on an Eddie Murray mini card, and that is from 1990 Topps. This is, I guess the guys that are in the Hall of Fame have the marked Hall of Fame, and the guys that aren't are not marked Hall of Fame, which is unique. Oh, I believe this is a 92. But there's an Eddie Murray for the Dodgers. But if I think Eddie Murray, like he's automatically an Oriole. I don't think about him on any other team. This is another one with the mini card. They put him in a gigantic case, and it's like out of the sleeve. Let me see if I can like bang it down. I'm actually probably going to. There we go. I was gonna say I'm actually probably gonna. Nah, I won't do anything to it. But I was gonna say that was like it was out of the sleeve. At least it's back in the sleeve. I was gonna say let's see if I can. There we go. I'll just say they put it in an overload thing and it just slides around. Like, look at how wild that is. I was going to say. But it was coming out of the big sleeve. Like, not that anyone's going to take it out and grade it, but still ridiculous. I can do a quick recap and go through it, and we can see. We'll find out how many duplicates we have. We'll put the guys I know have dupes. We'll put them to the side, and we'll see. We have Andrew Jones, Steve Garvey, Garrett Anderson, Coco. Surprisingly, we only got one Coco Crisp. We got Sean Green, Scott Rowland, Jay Bruner, Juan Gonzalez. We have Bartolo Colon. Have Andrew Jones. I have Teixeira. Dale Murphy. I mean, Dale Murphy's going to be in here twice no matter what. We have Jose. I'm surprised he didn't have 4 autographs in one case. The dude signs in like every product. We have Bartolo Colon, John Kruk, Ishikawa, Keith Hernandez, Telkuve. Was there 2 Jay Bruners? We're going to have Eddie Murray, Julio Franco, Jason Worth, CC Sabathia, Mark Mulder, Keith Hernandez. I have Eric Davis. I have Kuroda, Konerko, Dale Murphy. I have Larry Walker, Ted Simmons, Garrett Anderson, Jay Bruner, Miguel Tejada, Ishikawa, Juan Gonzalez. We did have 2 Bartolo Colones too. I didn't realize we had 2 of them. I have to go grab him out of the pile. Let's see, and then we're gonna have Mark Mulder's rookie card. Larry Walker 101. Ted Simmons. Tim Hudson 101. Edgar Martinez on the Topps Finest out of 5. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11 duplicates. 9 or 10 and 11. There wasn't a Mulder dupe. It was there was a Mulder duplicate. I mean, Ward, you had 3 spots though, right? And you have 12 guys or whatever. But pretty much I'll look at where the guys' numbers are at. I kept it in the order. That's why I kept it in the order that was off the break. It's based off a spot. So if you didn't hit anything, obviously we'll run the random. And because of all the duplicates, what I'll do is I will give everybody in the break, even if you didn't hit anything. And this is if you didn't hit anything at all. Like if you have 3 spots and you hit something, no break credit. But if you didn't hit anything and you don't get the refunded break credit, I'll give you $10 break credit just because of the amount of duplicates. I didn't expect there to be that many duplicates. Obviously not my fault at all. I don't control them. But I'll give you guys $10 break credit as kind of like a full skunk protection for any break that has Archive Signature Series in it. So whether it's a mixer or like tomorrow I'm going to post our random teams, you can take $10 break credit in anything that has 2023 Archive Signature Series hobby box, and I'll put that underneath the break too, so you guys know for anybody that missed the break or whatever, didn't watch the whole thing because you're pissed off about duplicates. Not that anyone's actually mad at me about duplicates, just in general. But for anybody that's still here, that's what I'm gonna do. Let me go through the list, and I'll do the random, and I'll probably do it on my cell phone of the people that didn't hit anything. Post underneath the break as well for who gets their money back. But like I said, we'll do $10 break credit for anybody else that didn't hit anything. For anything that has 2023 Topps Archive Signature Series in it. So like I said, there's 2 mixers up for that. One is random teams. It also has other stuff in it. They're just not just Signature Series. But what I will say for to just promote if you do like these cards for the random teams. Like, obviously, Larry Walker only ever played for the Rockies. But even like the Ted Simmons, like, it is 2 different teams. So, like, even if it's the same guy, like, they're not really doubling up. There's only actually 3 guys that doubled up the same team. And those guys are, like, lifers. Like, Dale Murphy's was a Brave for life. Larry Walker was a Rockies player for life. So there's not, like, another team for them to be on. But everybody else actually is on different teams. So that's just something to think about where, like... But I don't know how much value-wise, like, if you got a guy like Miguel Tejada on the Astros, how much that's... Well, actually, Tejada had a really good year on the Astros now that I think about it, right? He had played 2 years on them, was, like, 4th in MVP voting. He took a lot of steroids, though. And he played shortstop. If you take steroids and you play shortstop, and you need a lot of home runs, it already makes you, like, in the top 10 in the MVP chase. But, yeah, like I said, let me figure out all this stuff for the spots and who didn't hit. We'll run the random for the $89 like refund on the break credit, and then I'll give it anybody else that doesn't win in that $10 on anything with 2023 Archive Signature Series. I appreciate you guys filling the break. These are some of my personal favorite cards in the sense of, like, when you open a box, you have, like, no clue what you're gonna get. Like, it's so random. Like, that's why I like it. But it also can lead to some stuff like this. So I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night. Be safe. I'll see you in a little bit if anything else fills. If not, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow at the very latest. Be prepared. Next week, Pristine comes out. I'm going to start, once the check, I think the checklist came out Friday. If it didn't, it'll come out Monday. I'll get something working for Pristine, and we'll start pre-filling Pristine on Tuesday for anybody that's maybe aren't going to be around or not up for any of the breaks that I currently have that don't pay attention to the group every day. But I will be doing pre-fills for Pristine on Tuesday. If you're not sure what Pristine is, it's going to be 3 autographs per box, 8 boxes per. Actually, when I get the case in, I'll just go over what the case looks like. I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to open the case up, but I'll probably take pictures of it and have the posted checklist and everything to kind of hype up the pre-fill of it a little bit. I like Pristine a lot. Last year, apparently, people have said it's supposed to be better this year, so we'll see. I will see you guys. I thought it was a good product last year. I think it's supposed to even be better this year. Like, they fixed some of the packaging issues and stuff they had. Like I said, I'll see you guys.